In our feature story tonight, the effects of prolonged drought continue to weigh down communities, forcing them to resort to desperate measures to barely survive. In Marsabit County, women and children are caught between feeding on carcasses or starvation. And even for those, dwindling pasture and conflicts force them to switch from pastoralism to fishing. This delicacy is still hard to come by. Teresa Mutai reports.
The harsh reality of climate change come to life when you visit Loyangalani in Marsabit County. The searing heat, strong winds and a smoldering surface burn naked feet. The simple dwellings made of straw and rags cannot hold. Things here seem to have fallen apart. This kind of imagery that you only see on television and in newspapers may not sink in until you see it, feel it, and experience it in person. This land is so barren the locals can hardly think of growing any crops here. Worse still, the ravaging drought has escalated intercommunal conflicts, with communities fighting to acquire the last surviving animals and pasture for themselves. Next to the Deputy County Commissioner's office, a village has sprung up, a haven for those who were ejected from their homes in Lordabash village by a neighboring community that raided and took away their livestock. They trekked 8 kilometers to Loyangalani seeking refuge. Akiru Lokolo, a resident, says they just shared the last donkey that, having died of hunger, barely had any flesh. They fed on its carcass.
Mali inaisha, tunakula tu, tunatupa mfuko ikikuwa hivyo. Vile hakuna kitu unakula. Hakuna siku hata moja, pengine hata saa hizi asubuhi tulikuwa tunaanza tu kukula hiyo mnyama kidogo dogo ilikuwa inabaki. Unakufa unakula hiyo.
She says settling in the new location has been quite a task for the community as they don't receive adequate humanitarian support.
Hapa hatuna usaidizi kabisa, ile tunaona tumesaidika. Shida imeingia zaidi ya mahali tulikuwa tunabeba kuni.
The village is located next to the Lake Turkana. But the residents here are pastoralists, handicapped in both fishing skills and fishing equipment. But the rising levels of Lake Turkana has caused scarcity of fish that can only be found in the deep parts of the lake. Samuel Loilem Sokol, a local, says the amount of fish in the lake has dwindled immensely, forcing households to share the little catch.
Kupata samaki tatu, karibu majumba 6 ama 10. Wanang'ang'ania yote hiyo samaki, hata kama ni tilapia. Kila mtu tu aonje kidogo.
World Vision Emergency Response Manager William Omole says drought has exacerbated water scarcity, increasing the trekking distance to watering holes from 13 kilometers to 33 kilometers, overburdening the beast of burden.
You can imagine a woman and children, you have to travel walking 33 kilometers and back. That would be something like 66 kilometers, which technically would be like a 2-day journey.
The gravity of the crisis has seen the World Vision and its partners pool resources to enhance access to relief supplies by vulnerable communities.
One partner cannot go it alone. The resources are not sufficient. But if we pull together, even the ongoing support from the national government, it needs to be done in a coordinated manner so that we don't just have like it be done haphazardly.
Omole warns that should the drought persist, more livestock will die and even lives may be lost.
We are likely to experience again below normal rainfalls across different counties, and should this happen, then we are likely to see more livestock dying, we are likely to see, actually, it's unfortunate, but if something is not done, we are likely to lose even lives. It's very unfortunate.
The situation here is wanting and calls for urgent intervention. It has been said and indicated that drought is bound to get worse if proper interventions are not implemented in time. For KBC Channel 1, I am Teresa Mutai.